Dennis Committee here for the clash between Carlton and Richmond. It's a play. We have the toss of the coin. Carlton winning the toss. I can't wait for this encounter to begin, and I think the crowd would agree with me too. They're on the edge of their seats. I'm excited for this one, Richo.
My thoughts before a big game were usually pretty simple. I'd tell myself to stick to your game and you'll win.
It bounced straight into his hands as if he'd just called a puppy with a whistle. Murphy slams it on the boot. Casbolt wins the marking contest. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
It's just too far out for him, Dan.
The loose ball picked up by Silvani. Pressure didn't faze him. Kicks as cool as the other side of the pillar. The game officially underway now. The ruckmen giving each other the ice-cold killer stare-downs as they wait for the bounce. Definitely palm to advantage. Wiedering boots it. Great mark. Casbolt going through his routine. Unfortunately, they made the grass very short tactically this week. Gets boot to high. Hands like dinner plates. Rams kicks hard along the boundary line. Approaching the goals now. Casbolt kicks a Rock Hudson-type kick. Don't see those too often. They look straight, but they're not. Disappointing kick there. There could be a short option here. Marriage couldn't complete the mark.
Gibbs can be aggressive, but his persistence and commitment really does need some work. Sending it on its way. He wins the contested mark. Puts boot to ball. He gets the upper hand.
Picked by Lambert. And the mark will be paid. Booted by Caddy. Nice mark there. Prestia kicks it. He wins the contest. Griffiths sends the ball on its way. Solid catch.
Cripps loves to take a screamer, and I think the coach won't mind him having a crack. But as he gets better and better, he'll provide real X factor for his team. Armfield with a strong mark, lining it up with the goal now. Armfield shoots for goal. Armfield sinks the long kick. That goal could really swing the momentum in their favour.
Both ruckmen have their eyes on the ball. Here's the bounce. Marriage wins the tap. Terrible timing by Cruiser. Kerridge has it, perspiring like a pudding in a pot as he lines this shot up. Going for goal number one. He holds his breath. A monster of a kick gets home. Chalk it up 6 points. Kerridge with his first. This kick has extended their lead. The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Marriage with first hands to the ball. Takes possession. Griffiths going for number one. He's put his all into that, but it won't give him the 6 points. He'll be disappointed with that effort. Rowe to bring it in. Griffiths setting his sights on the goals. Distance could be the problem. Going for goal number one. Griffiths with a massive goal. That will settle his nerves. The first goal is always welcome. Big goal for the Tigers. Marriage outstretches his opponent to win the ruck. Takes it well. Lining up the goal now. Casbolt shoots. Soccer kick. As we go into the break, the scores are Carlton 19, Richmond 7.
They have been pretty wasteful in this match, and if they lose, they will look back and rue the missed opportunities.
The scores were very high in that term. Let's see. Let's go back to the action.
There are only 2 options regarding commitment. You're either in or out. There is no such thing as footy in between.
He collects the loose ball. Murphy hand passes out to space. Whack. Have that, mate. Gains possession. Possession number one for Gibbs. Shot by Armfield. If that post was a couple of centimetres thinner, it would have been okay. Carlton by 13. Disappointing kick there.
Rance is just a real slippery customer if you give him any space. Marriage with the ball, he sends it to an empty space. Murphy cuts off the ball. He lays off the pass. Interception. Good hand skills there.
Ball up in the centre square. Tap to advantage. The ball is thumped towards goal by Cripps. Close call, but it's just made it for a score. The first goal for Cripps. This kick stretches the lead. The ruckman, conscious of where their teammates are, they wait for the bounce.
Marriage will give you a competitive contest in every hit-out, I can assure you of that. But the midfielders are going to have to work really hard to earn the centre clearances off his ruck work.
Marriage taps. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Casanova would have been jealous of that pickup. He shows the quick hands. Casbolt puts his head down and runs in. The kick just clears the line for a goal. The Blues with a healthy gap on the scoreboard, leading the Tigers 32-7. Good bounce.
Marriage can be very consistent. He does still need to do some more work to make sure he brings his A game to every match. He kicks the ball. Cruiser marks the ball. He's got a hold of that one. Really solid use of the body to outmark his opponent. Casbolt puts his boot on it. He takes a strong mark.
Now do you think he can kick this one, Richo?
He should kick this.
Silvanic has the chance to add one more to his talent. Silvanic with the goal. That's 3 in a row for Carlton. Carlton in front.
Carlton has an abundance of quality mids and small forwards, and they are just running rings around. The Tigers, they aren't worried about playing on because they know they're probably going to get better shots at goal on the run.
Cochin has the ball. He shows the quick hands. Griffiths heads in for the goals. Richo, what can we say about that attempt?
I'll tell you what, he hasn't got his kicking boots on.
That was a waste. They won't get on top kicking like that. Disappointing kick there. Heads up the corridor. Nice work from Cochin.
Richmond haven't taken many marks inside their 50. They need to be more aggressive and create some room, or they'll find themselves far too behind on the scoreboard. He slams that on the boot. Asprey with the mark.
He gives it a punishing kick. Murphy gets the upper hand. Kicks. The mark is taken by Kerridge. Can he kick it from here, Richo?
I reckon the distance might be too much from here, Dennis.
You've seen a half now, Richo. Your thoughts?
Richmond were in low and hard early, applying plenty of pressure. But as the game settled, Carlton...
We're back for the third term.
It will be interesting to see what changes, if any, the coaches make for the second half of the match.
Casbolt with the mark. Sends it on its way. He gathers the loose ball. The spilled ball is collected. Hunt has the ball. Intercept by Cruiser. Chips it down towards half forward. Nice work from Gibbs. You know more about him than me, Richo. Reckon he can bag this one?
He'll need a bigger kick than he has from here.
There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. Didn't put the brakes on in time, and he runs it over. The umpire says, throw it in. Shoulders locked, eyes on the ball. First hand's important. Scoops up the bouncing ball. Collected by Caddy. Gibbs intercepts it. Gibbs shoots for goal. He really should have made more of that. Carlton with the ascendancy over the Tigers, leading the match 39-8. Disappointing kick there.
Rance would have to be one of the most consistent performers in the competition. He's the type of player every coach loves to have in his side. Wright marks it. He steadies now in front of goal. He picked it up off the ground. Casbolt goes for goal. Score for Carlton.
That's 4 in a row for the Blues. The Blues leads by 37. All is in readiness. Nice bounce. Asprey gets onto the ball. Caddy butt. Gets the loose ball. Chips it down towards half forward. Strong mark. Shot by Casbolt. The loose ball scooped up with a kicking technique that's a bit like a suitcase in which we're trying to pack too many things into. As cool as a prize marrow as he lines up for this shot. Silvanic just manages to sink it. They increase their lead.
Carlton have just backed their pace and skills, and they've been rewarded on the scoreboard. It's been pretty impressive.
The umpire set to bounce to restart the game. Deft touch from Asbury. The ball in the hands of Murphy. Casbolt takes the mark. Going for goal number 2. What a goal from a mammoth kick. Goal number 2 for Casbolt. The Blues have scored the last 6 goals. Carlton with a handy break, leading Richmond 57-8. Effective hit out there. Thomas with the ball. Chips it down towards half forward. A mark by Kerridge. He steadies now in front of goal. There's a vast chasm between him and the goals ahead. The kick from almost straight in front of the goals. Hand pass by Hulu. Casbolt laps up the misplaced footy. It's his. The Blues by 50. Disappointing kick there.
Rance has so much potential, he could just be anything. Good mark. He kicks the ball. Prestia with the mark, sending it on its way. Griffiths spills it. Cripps gets the loose ball. Passes by hand.
Very timely handball by Gibbs. Going for goal number 1. Cruiser just squeezes it over the line, and that puts them further in front. Carlton in front. You can feel the intensity build as both ruckmen prepare for the bounce. Asbury with a big fist on it. Don't know how he managed to get that out of the pack. Cripps gets it out of the crowd. As we go into the final break, the scores are the Blues 64, the Tigers 8. Both coaches will be anxious, no doubt, to reinforce the importance of the last quarter's performance to their players.
Well, the coaches please must.
The pressure's on. It's the final quarter.
Even when you've played the game of your life, it's the feeling of teamwork that you'll remember. You'll forget the marks, the tackles and the goals, but you'll never forget your teammates.
He's no oil painting, but look at him climbing the pack like a pop-up toaster. The umpire telling him to play on now. Grigg with the mark. Puts boot to ball. Caddy takes the mark. Slams it on the boot. Martin gets the upper hand. Kicks it. Wins the hard ball.
Carlton have been dominant in the air and they're marking everything. Richmond need to stop trying to outmark Carlton and just get a fist into the contest. He slams that on the boot. Prestia with good strong hands. He kicks the ball. He grabs it.
Doherty sends one up towards the wing. Wins the hard ball. Caddy slams the ball onto his boot, trying to get it away as quickly as possible. Prestia kicks it. Martin with the mark. Look at the concentration on his face as he lines up for the goal. Wow, do they need to score? The goal eludes him just wide of the target. They've got to start swinging like a 70s disco to get anywhere near from here. He'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Blues have been so precise with their disposal and with their delivery their forwards have been receiving. It's no wonder the Tigers are starting to fall behind. Grigg puts his boot on it. Martin getting into position for the kick.
Martin unloads one towards goal. To be generous, you'd say he was just wide of the mark with that shot. A wasted opportunity, and behind at this stage will do little to improve their position. That's one area of his game that does need improvement. Steady hands there as he holds that one. Gibbs kicks it. Great grab. Opportunity now for Casbolt. Casbolt takes aim for goals. Gets the loose ball. Going for goal number 1. He gets above the crowd. Here's a chance for Barnfield. Going for goal number 2. Nice work from Barnfield. He'll be happy with goal number 2. All is in readiness. The ball bouncing well. Marriage with the hit. Clean hands with a difficult bouncing ball. Wins the hard ball.
The Blues are doing a really good job at finding the free man inside 50. I suspect that's why they're leading the match. Rance getting some power behind that one. He wins the contested mark. Graham kicks the ball. He gets it under pressure.
Here's a chance for Silvani, 25 metres out. Silvani goes goalward. It's true. Listen, here's the thing. This game was over before it began, and I don't think there's anything further I can add that will shed light on this outcome. Very one-sided. What were your thoughts on the match, Richard?